coming on the show. Appreciate you being here. We got Bernie the boxer. What's going on, Bernie?
What's good, Town? How's everything?
Well, you know what happened to me, man. I appreciate you, sending your condolences, man, to me losing my mom. So, appreciate you reaching out to me, man. So, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
Appreciate that.
My man, my heart goes out with you and the whole family, man.
Hey, appreciate that. All right, so Bernie, you got the fight. It's set for September 13th, Las Vegas, Nevada, you know, Raider Stadium,
Yeah,
Netflix. Let me
yeah.
ask you something, Bernie. Is this camp different from any other camp?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, because it brings a lot more. Every the ante is raised on everything. The ante is raised. So yeah, definitely it's gonna be a different camp. More intensity, more. I mean, it's like anything else. More motivation. Higher stakes. Yeah. Super excited. We just leaving the gym now. Super excited to train and man, you know how we get down.
Oh yeah, for sure. Bernie, what do you say to the people that's sitting up here saying that Bud don't have a chance? Oh, he just fighting for a paycheck, and that's basically it. Because I see a lot of hater racists, so I wanted to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. I wanted to hear it straight from Team Crawford. What do you say to all the the naysayers out there, all the people that say, "Well, y'all don't have what it takes. This is just a climb. This is just you know this is uncharted territory."
I say it like this, some people just ain't gonna like you for no reason. Maybe because they see something in you not in themselves, And so like I say, like he said about the ring, Bud ain't never been a runner. When had Bud ever been a runner? Bud ain't never been a runner. So why would we need a smaller ring or why do you need a Bud ain't never been a runner, you know? Uh what have Bud ever mentioned money to where it's like, oh, he in it for the money. You never even hear him mention money. So everything he does is to win. So why would he just go in there to lay down to just for a check? I'm just saying nothing that he does, nothing about his character shows that. So you know what I'm saying? So then I just let him hate, man. I've been arguing with people online about dumbass shit all day, for real. You know what I mean? And what I'm realizing is a lot of them just want your attention, and a lot of them, most of them, they don't know shit about no boxing, nothing. You feel me? Nothing about
Yeah,
no boxing. So
yeah.
I had an argument with somebody. They was talking about well, Canelo. You seen that where they was up on the rooftop and they talking about Bud didn't fight no elite fighters. Okay, so I had to look up the definition of elite. And elite, when I googled elite, it said anybody that won a world championship, WBC, WBA, WBO, anywhere in the top of your class or either weight class. So all them guys he beat rated in the ring. Most of the guys Bud fought was rated in the ring. They was top rated. That's top 10, right? It ain't just top one, it's top 10, right? So they single out all them fighters in each weight class, they give you 10. Okay. All right then. So we talking about elite. Okay, here we go. So he didn't beat world champions, unified champions, gold medalists. What else can you do? Them is elite guys. We didn't say superstars. We talking about elite guys. And like I said, this if it's so easy for somebody to win a world title, then then how come everybody ain't doing it? How come even some of the best people that that was good, how come they didn't do it? Some of the best fighters. I mean, it's plenty of people that wasted talent. They didn't win no championship. You know what I'm saying? So if it's that easy, I mean, if winning a gold medal is so easy, then how come why we don't ever win no gold medals in the United States? Why we ain't won a lot of gold medals? If it's that easy. So you know what I'm saying? I'm you know what I mean. So when we gonna talk about elite, you know what I'm saying? Just look up the definition of elite and leave it at that. And then for those, like I said, they talking about Spence. I mean, okay, he was undefeated and we whooped him like nothing. He was supposed to be this, and then we whooped him like nothing. I mean, all them guys, we beat them easy. Postal, you know, Gamboa was a hell of a fight. That was a great fight, but
Undefeated.
most everybody whooped him easy. Jeff Horn just gave Manny Pacquiao before he got washed. Now you know Manny Pacquiao came back and beat the other fella, right? Keith Thurman, right?
Hmm.
He came back and beat Keith Thurman, right? Now Jeff Horn beat him before he beat Keith Thurman. I'm just saying. Now you might not like it the way the fight happened. You might not think this, but he was on Pacquiao ass. Pacquiao didn't blow through him
No,
the way he did.
absolutely not.
Exactly. So, uh, okay, and Bud beat him like nothing. Pushed him around, knocked him out, beat him like nothing. So I mean, it's just crazy. The hate that Bud get, but yeah, ain't worried about that shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't stop people just jealous and sad and pathetic. You know what I mean? It is what it is. What I'm gonna say?
You know, Bernie, what I find amazing when I saw snippets of, the interview. First of all, I mean, I found it ironic that you doing an interview with Shaquille O'Neal and Tom Brady, who have no boxing experience whatsoever. Tom Brady, fabulous football player. Shaquille O'Neal, one of
Yes,
the greatest
yes,
big man that ever, touched
yes,
the ball. But at the same
yes,
time, I'm like, you guys are not boxing experts. That's why I talk
yes.
to you guys, and I just found that funny. And if you want to be honest, truth be told, you can pick apart Canelo's resume as well. Hey,
Listen,
Bernie, I'm gonna keep it 100.
listen,
And no disrespect to
exactly.
Canelo, but let's just keep it a buck. Every pound for pound fighter that he fought when they was an actual pound for pound, he lost. Whether it was Bibble or whether it was Floyd, he got washed by Bibble.
Yes,
He got washed by Floyd.
true
So I
story.
just I could really pick his resume apart. He didn't
And
fight the
then
best version of Cotto. He didn't fight the best Sugar
no,
Shane Mo. I mean,
no,
Bernie, I really do my research. So I've just found that ironic. And here's the thing: if Bud isn't so good, well, why are you fighting him? You basically tearing down yourself. You basically you basically sound stupid by saying Bud
nah,
ain't fought
nah,
nobody. You're not
nah,
making any kind of sense.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But at the same time, he acknowledged that Bud is a great fighter. But like you said, uh, that fella Mosley was past it. Cotto was past it, or under. He lost to Bevo. He lost to Mayweather. So like I said, I put on a comment. I said, okay, but he lost them fights. So it's for the experience. Then another argument, another guy. Who else is on Mayweather's level? It's not too many. Even Crawford, who was on Crawford's level? None of them guys. None of them guys had the perceived talent that Crawford got. Skill set or nothing. None of them guys at welterweight had that perceived. None of them. None of them guys had the perceived. What was any of them on the pound for pound list for real? They had Mikey, but that was really at a smaller weight class. I don't even think none of them guys was really on the pound for pound list. Bud been on the pound for pound list since he damn near won the championship. After he won the title, he been on a pound for pound list for what? The better decade, 10 years plus, right?
I mean,
Okay.
he was in the top five after he washed Gamboa. People keep forgetting Gamboa was undefeated. Bud destroyed him. I mean, Bud got
Exactly.
caught in the ninth round, but Bud knocked him out. Nobody had ever knocked. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I, I
Have
see this
Floyd
with
got
Bud.
caught? How
I
many
see
times
this.
have
It's a
any of
pattern,
those guys been caught?
Bernie.
Listen,
You notice,
town.
Bernie, after Bud beat him, they wasn't no good. I don't understand
Exactly.
that shit.
Exactly. So, like I'm saying, you're gonna get guys, the hate for Buzz been from the beginning. There's not that it's been from the beginning. You know what I mean? If you've been a boxing fan, like I say, we already won the world championship, beat the number one contender, and we got the fighter of the year 2014. Okay, so when you seen that, I mean, it's just like we watching, like I say, an Abdullah Mason, right? They high on
Mhm.
Abdullah. They see how much he gonna go, right? So he hot right now, right? He doing his thing, right? Okay. But Bud was the world champion and fighter of the year. So if you following an Abdullah Mason who fighting on Top Rank on ESPN, how in the same aspect, I'm saying them they following Bud too. You had to follow Bud from the same. So you know what this guy is doing. And if you watched him, I mean, we destroyed Postal, went up 140, beat him easy. They dogged us out with the pay-per-view, but it's okay. When you look at Postal resume, when you looked at who he was feared, boxed him easy, dropped him, frustrated him, took him apart, unified the title, and Dongo was a unified champion. Now you keep I'm saying, if it's so easy to unify the title, why everybody ain't doing that? If it's so
Exactly.
easy, why they not doing that? Why everybody ain't just going and unify the title? I'm just saying. I'm just asking you. You know what I mean? So, uh, man, I ain't really got nothing to say about that shit though, for real. I mean,
And I appreciate that, Bernie. But you know, me as a journalist, you know, a street journalist, whatever you want to call it, I really do my research. And like I said before, um, I just don't understand this hatred that people have for Bud. But then again, I understand why Bud keep to himself, and I understand why Bud limit himself to what type of media he talks to. You know, he just showed me some love, but you know, at the end of the day, I'm just saying, I get it. I get it. Because the hatred that Bud get bothers me, because a lot of the hatred that Bud get come from people that look like me and you, and I don't understand that. And Bud
I know.
spoke on that. Bud spoke
Listen,
on that. I do not get
listen,
it. Where's
listen,
this shit
listen.
coming from?
Listen, when I at the press conference, they had me on. I forgot ES News or something, ESPN. I don't know who it
Oh,
was, but anyway, they
that
got that
chump.
clip of me. They got me. It wasn't Ellie. I don't. It wasn't Ellie, but anyway, it's a clip out there of me. And like I
I
say,
saw it.
I was gonna beat that dude ass because he was a black dude, which I love Mexicans too, and I don't matter. I pick Mexicans too. Don't matter who they fighting. Sometimes it don't matter. But
Me too.
he pulled up on the side of me, and I guess it was a cameraman or something. They gonna say, knock him out, Canelo. What? Man, you see how I had a fit on that boy. So you know what I'm saying?
Birdie, can I tell you something though? I
Yeah.
know that guy. When I say I know the dude, I know the dude.
The little
I know
dude,
the dude.
that little
Oh
dude,
yeah,
you know,
me and him be clashing behind the scenes. He my homeboy, but like at the end of the day, yeah, I know the dude. We'll
and
speak on that.
he
We'll
kept
speak on
saying
that later
blood and
on.
all
You
that
know,
shit.
we'll speak. I know the dude, and I didn't,
He
you
kept
know,
saying,
got at him
you know
about
who
that
he is?
shit.
Who is he?
We'll talk about it after.
Who is
We'll
he?
talk about it after the interview. I
Who
know him.
is he?
Oh,
He was
he worked with Ellie, and
he was he was saying blood and all that shit to me and everything. I'm like, he was saying on bloods and blood and this and that, and I was like, what? I
oh,
don't know what. I don't know that dude. I don't know who he was. Never heard of him.
yeah. Hey, Bernie, I'm gonna have a conversation with him behind the scenes. Me and the dude. You met my dude before, the dude that cover fights when I'm not there. Yeah, yeah. We definitely gonna talk about that after this interview concludes. Yeah, we gonna speak off the scenes, because you know I'm gonna have to talk to some people about that shit. That was some bullshit. At the end of the day, as far as Ellie go, Ellie is a hater. That's
Oh,
just real talk. He hate on my nigga Bill. He be hating on Bud and shit.
fuck Ellie.
You know, so yeah.
Fuck
But
Ellie.
I know who you. Yeah, I know who you talking about. When I say I know the dude, I know the dude, and I'm definitely gonna have a conversation with him. And I don't care if he watching this interview. You got the number? Call me, because I spoke to you about this shit before.
I
So
beat
you
his
know,
ass. I beat his ass. He almost got his ass beat. If I wasn't with the crew, I'd have beat his ass. I'd have slapped him. If I wasn't with the crew, I'd have slapped him and took his camera.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, I know I know, dude, and I'll just put it to you this way. At the end of the day, Bernie, this is why I work by myself. You know, at the end of the day, I can say whatever I want to say. And you know, I work by myself. So, you know, I ain't no yes man. I can't,
I'm
you
not
know, I
mad
can't.
at anybody for I'm just saying, these guys they don't know nothing about no boxing. That's it. And they don't know nothing about no boxing. They don't know nothing about no boxing. The thing about it too is like I mean, I really ain't got much to say for real. I really ain't got much
No,
to say. This shit
yeah,
this shit this shit
yeah,
ain't
yeah, trust me.
This shit ain't. When you talking about Bud's skill set, who can fuck with Bud? That's what I'm saying. Ain't nobody. You. Who's more multi-talented than Bud? I'm just saying. It was Bud. It was Mayweather's. It was Andre Ward. Now Bud. Even Canelo was never the pound for pound best fighter in the world, bro. He might have been the most richest. He might have been the most popular, but he was never the best. Canelo basic as fuck, bro. He good though, but he basic as fuck. He basic as hell. Basic as
Do you
hell.
let me ask you something, Bernie? Are you gonna look at tape going into this fight? I'm not gonna ask you the game plan because I know that you guys, I know you, Bomac, and Coach
We
Red
didn't
and
watch
Coach
plenty
Sal
of
gonna put
film.
together a
We
feasible
didn't
game
watch
plan
plenty of
to
film
defeat
on him.
Canelo.
We didn't watch plenty of film on him. We didn't watch him. You didn't watch him. You know what he gonna do. The same shit. He gonna say what he gonna do and this and that. He don't do the same shit over and over and over. He do the same shit. He gonna faint and hook. Duh. He gonna faint down and come up. He gonna faint up and come down. He gonna go. Man, come on now. He don't have no jab. He don't have no real rhythm coming forward. I mean, come on, bro. Man, I'm telling you, we gonna watch dude. We gonna watch dude. And like you said, when you go back to trace his resume, okay, who did Triple G fight for real?
I can tell you who Triple G fought, Bernie. He fought dudes like me that work at warehouses. You know what I'm saying? That work at Foot Locker. Them
Okay,
type. He fought them
okay.
type of dudes, and Canelo had two life and death fights with him.
Okay. Now, like I said, and Triple G did a great job. He did really good. He, you know what I mean? I ain't can't knock Triple G, but I'm just saying Triple G was basic as hell too though. Straight up behind the jab, 1-2. Didn't have nothing else extra to him. Solid as hell. But again, this guy arguing me talking about he gonna be one of the greatest middleweights ever. Hell no. Triple G ain't one of the greatest middleweights ever. Fuck no. Fuck
Man, I
no.
can
But
name
good,
about six people that would have watched Triple G. He
good,
wouldn't have
good
got
as
past
hell.
Mike McCallum. He wouldn't have got past. He wouldn't have got past a young Roy Jones Jr. He wouldn't have got. I don't even think he would have beat dudes like Donald Curry. He definitely wouldn't have beat Hagler. Bernie, I'm 50, so
Yes, sir.
I come
Yeah,
back from. I go back to them days. So I saw a
yeah,
lot of them dudes fight, and I
yeah.
analyzed. I said Triple G wouldn't have beat a lot of them dudes. I don't even think. I think he would have even struggled against a middleweight Duran. I'm just keeping it 100. I mean, Triple G, his resume, he don't to me have
Mhm.
what you would call a Hall of Fame resume. I mean,
That
he was a knockout artist, but I mean, besides that, let's keep it a buck.
and,
I
and,
mean,
and, and he did good. And like I'm saying, and I'm not knocking Triple G, but when we gotta go back and back, since they want to do that, I'm just all right. So Triple G, what would he do? Nothing. He fought. He beat the best guys wherever he put in front of him and knocked them out. And Canelo, that's what I was saying. Canelo didn't get no credit. Everybody was talking shit about him until he beat Triple G, until he fought him. They was all giving him the blues about fighting Mosley, about fighting Cotto. All right, mom, about fighting them guys. They was giving them all them. But like I said, I give him a lot of credit for fighting Lara and fighting Trout. They was two undefeated guys. They was champions. Them was the best. That's what legitimized them in my mind. You know what I mean? And which is good stuff. So I can't take that away from him. He didn't fought the best guys. You know what I mean? Available, and it was really good guys. And I thought he won them fights. But okay, so I don't think Lara was that special, and I don't think Trout was that special. So
okay,
for them two guys, we got guys that equal those guys on Bud's resume. We got guys that equal those guys. So
hmm
the most guy that he got, like I'm saying, it was Triple G. That was his guy. Mayweather, we knew he was too young. Duh, we knew that. We didn't know he know. Okay, we gonna give him a pass for Mayweather. He got school easy. Okay, came back, beat Trout, beat Lar. Fought some slick black guys, got better or whatever. Okay, so like I say, he probably that's why he gonna get his ass beat too because he believe in his own hype. It's almost like Rocky. In Rocky 3, like he said, they was good fighters, but
I
they
saw
wasn't
them all.
killers. They wasn't killers. You fought good guys, but they wasn't killers. Now you fighting a killer. Now he got Mr. T in front of him now. You understand? Now he got a
Shut
Mr.
up,
T
old
in
man.
front of him. So you know what I'm saying? It's all good. You know, I mean, and at the same time too, these is the bet like Buzz said. He the last lineage of the guys of the past. He the last one. Okay, so that's why I want to fight him, because he the last lineage that goes back to them guys. I told him this. I say, you know, it's more than a reason. I mean, we got the Canelo fight, right? I mean, we've been all over.
Yeah.
We've been on everywhere before. I mean, what it took, it just took you to beat the right person for them to give you your whatever. You know what I mean? Come on, bro. Been around. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, like I say, Crawford, man, come on. You, man, I don't know.
So Bernie, where y'all gonna be training at? Are y'all gonna be training in Omaha, or y'all gonna go to Colorado, or just Vegas?
Both.
Okay. Hey, Bernie, let me ask you this question, because I just want to get I just want an honest answer. A lot of people was bothered by the comments that was made by Turkey about the no Tom and Jerry fights. I'm not gonna lie to you. I took offense to that, because at the end of the day, I kind of know where that was coming from. And the thing is, like you said, Bud ain't never ran in no fight. And the art of boxing is to hit and not get hit. My thing is, what fight Bud ran in, and the problem that I have, I looked at the fight with Boots. Who was that last dude that he fought? Karen. Karen was
Stannioni.
moving. Yeah, I think Karen was moving up and down the ring. And then I seen another fight with some Triple G. I saw some Lomachenko fights. Lomachenko is a jump in and jump out fighter, but they call that brilliant boxing. But then all of a sudden they didn't put this label on fighters that look like Bud, and I know who they're referring to. I wish they would
Now
have the
Devin was
guts to say
trash.
that shit,
Now
and it
Devin
pisses
was
me off.
trash. Devin was trash. Now I don't care because you from the Bay and you gonna ride with Devin. Devin is trash. Devin acts like a bitch. He talks like a bitch. He walks like a bitch. So I'm not fucking with Devin. I don't give a fuck about what Devin doing. He obviously good enough to hold his own and become a world champion. But no, that was a terrible fight against Jose Ramirez. Trash. If you thought that was great, that's why it was trash. All them fights was trash. I watched trash. All of them. Every one of them fights was garbage. Everybody know that. So I'm not in Devin. No,
No,
I ain't
it's
fucking
not
with Devin.
just Devin Burney. It's just I've been hearing that for years. I just hear that.
Yeah, they always
It
say
ain't
black
about
boxers
Devin. It's
win.
just I've been hearing that for years. Yeah, I am from the Bay,
They
and then
always
my
gonna say
people. But
black boxers win because
no,
we're
but
slick.
I just wanted to get your input. Period. I hear that a lot. I've been hearing that before before the fight with Ramirez. I just hear that because Bernie, I do lives and I hear that shit all the time in my comment section. So I just wanted to ask you, like, what do you think when you hear that shit?
Nah, I mean it's just we got stereotypes in boxing. If you move, if you step around, you defensive. You too defensive, or you running. If you come forward, then you a face fighter. But again, you gotta think. Like I say, if I go back to my Mexican brothers, they come forward, but they got better defense than they giving credit for. Julio Cesar Chavez, Juan Manuel Marquez. What's another fighter? Them just two I can name off the rip. You know what I'm saying? This good forward. They come forward, but they slick, they boxers, they coming forward, they moving their head, they catching punches, they rolling punches. You know what I mean? So these guys just don't be knowing what the fuck they talking about for real. They don't even know what they talking about. Like I say, now Devin was running. Now Devin was running like a motherfucker. That shit was boring. He wasn't trying to engage. But that never been Bud in his whole life. Never. Never have he ran like that and not never tried to engage. Never.
I
So
mean, do
who
you?
else is they talking about? They talking about Shakur. Okay. Now Shakur, he did move a little bit on oh boy, but he had a hurt hand. Okay, you gonna grade him for that? He stood in front of Valdez. He didn't run from no other guy. Where you seen him run from? I ain't seen Shakur run. Of course he gonna move and get out the way until it's his time to punch. That's what you're supposed to do. Punch on your terms. Who we talking about over here?
I mean, are you just what I don't understand? They act like when the bell ring, you just supposed to go in one spot and just start throwing punches. I mean, it's called the square circle. I mean, that's what it's for you to move around and what I'm saying, pick your spots.
Exactly. And now at the same time now, you supposed to do a little. You supposed to do both. Now you gotta entertain the people and you gotta put hands on them. Don't nobody because it is prize fight now. Ain't nobody trying to see you land one or two punches and run and that's it. They not. No, nobody want to see that. No, no, anybody want to see that. Nobody want to see that. Landing two, three punches around. No, nobody wants to see that. That's not good boxing. That's not good boxing. If you can slip and counter two, three punches, you can dance and throw three punches. You can rumble and throw three punches. So you can do a different amount of things in that ring and make it to where it's a fight. You don't have to just take punishment, or you don't have to just run away from contact. So you just got to figure out a way best for you. But even Regendow, they hated Regendow, and Regendow wasn't no runner. Regendow was just a punching motherfucker he limited his punches, but he wasn't no runner. So it's just we always gonna get the backlash because we the best, bro. We always gonna get the backlash because we the best. And like I say, even from your own people hate you. Like I say, why wouldn't you want Bud to win just on the strength of the underdog status? They've been laying and rolling the rug out for Canelo his whole time. They rolled the carpet out for Spence. They rolled the carpet out for Devin. They rolled the carpet out for everybody else except for Bud. Bud, the worst one that ain't never had no carpet rolled out for him. Why you don't want to roll? Why you don't want to go for him? Nobody had no plans for Bud. Never. He had to make his way truly. Nobody had no plans. They got plans for Boots. They had plans for everybody else. PBC had all their plans for all their fighters. Shut Bud out, cross him out. Come on now. And now look, and you still why? Bud don't disrespect no fighters. He don't put his opponents down. He carry himself like a champion. He counsels the youth, the young fighters. He respectful everywhere he go. He never act too good for nobody. And he beats people's ass. And they still hate him. How? He stayed normal. You could see him regular. He stayed normal regular, even though you catch him with all that jewelry on, catch him with all that shit on, and you still got something against him. He don't got no fucking Lambo. He got a fucking G wagon. I mean, damn.
Well,
He got
I
a
mean, at the end of the day, I mean, what's wrong with, celebrating the fruits of your labor? Because at the end of the day, I don't stand in the ring and get punched for a living. So, I mean, that I get it. You know what I'm saying?
how
Bud
can
is a
you hate
solid
Bud?
dude.
How can you hate Bud? Jay
I don't.
Broomfield, fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah, he probably would beat me, but I bet I'll beat your bitch ass. I bet I'll beat your bitch ass. Now what? Yeah. Yeah, he got me by 20. I got him by 20 years, you motherfucker. I'm 20 years older than that
Hey,
man.
hey,
You
hey,
in his
hey,
fucking
guys,
prime, you bitch
relax.
ass nigga.
Let's
You bitch
relax.
ass nigga. You bitch ass nigga. And he's still trash now. He's still trash. And I got on his ass in his face, you bitch ass nigga. And I told him that to his face. Now, how you like them apples, bitch ass nigga? Him and his daddy, punk ass nigga. To their face, not on the internet, you bitch ass nigga. To his face. To his face now. To his face. Him and his daddy, nigga. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't fuck with him. I respect him, but I don't fuck with him. No, I'm not tuned into Devin Haney fights. No. Devin Haney ain't that good. What do you like about Devin? You a bitch, nigga. What you want to look how he dress? That's all he do is dress good. He don't fight good. Nigga, what fight? Regis Prograde. That's the best fight, motherfucker. Now, tell me a better fight other than the Regis Prograde fight. Punk ass nigga. Now, nigga, you ain't pulling up Devin, bitch ass nigga. You a dick rider, nigga. You a dick rider. You not watching Devin, bitch ass nigga. Join the live then and break down Devin in, bitch ass nigga. Tell me what he do so good, bitch ass nigga. Tell me what you rewind and watch Devin do, nigga. Tell me what you learned from Devin, bitch ass nigga. Nothing. All right, go ahead, Tam. Go ahead, Tam. What's up? Tam, what's up? I don't hear you. Tam, hello? What you doing, bro?